narrating the SPX trade on his recording, potentially for mastermind students. So we'll see. Hey, friends, we're going to be managing this position together. Took an entry off a 2-minute buy here. Kind of a funky one, but it was also inside of a 5-minute buy and a 15-minute bar that I liked. And we're seeing if we can't catch maybe a level to level move up into the 44.70s area. So first targets are above these previous highs, and we'll go from there. The YM is just so strong. You look at the YM strength, that leads me to believe that the ES holds the open here. RTY is battling for a level. NQ is the only thing because NQ might want a retest of this level. It never actually tested the level. But as of now, I think the trade management on ES is relatively straightforward. It's just keep stops beneath here, right? That 44.51 area. And see if we can't hold the open and make that level to level move. Trying not to manage. I'm green on my position. The entry I have is these 350 on the 44.25s. They are now trading 420. So I'm above 1R. I'm just not super interested in, or I'm right about 1R. No trims for me yet. Okay, see, we're getting the YM high of daybreak. ES is holding the open. Now I really want ES to take out those swing highs and NQ to get back above the open. RTY, I'd prefer to hold better as well. All these indexes should be moving with each other, so I'm trying to do some analysis on all of them. Joel is a great expert at this type of index divergence analysis. I took my first trim here at 460 for $110 a contract. See, we're coming up into that previous swing high, and in case we fail to go higher, I'd like to make sure to lock a little bit. So the only part I don't love about this so far is it's not offering a great trail spot, right? Like in theory, we could pull back all the way to the open again and the trade would still be valid and my contracts would take a big hit. So the one thing I hope we can do over the course of the next few minutes is develop some sort of 2 minute higher low that we can then trail the position under, right? Where's my pillow? I wasn't joking around, fam. I meant it. And I said, damn, it wasn't showing my camera that whole time. That's annoying. It's still live now. I meant it when I said these pillows work. When you want to try and hold a position and let it work, oftentimes I will put my hands in here. That way they're away from the screens. Nice. So now the contracts are at 550-ish. I'm going to take some again here. Especially as we're getting into that high of day. Did we break high of day? Yeah, we did. Okay. Okay, so in case we fail this high of day break, I'd like to have reduced some of my position size. RTY is a little bit of the problem child right now. Really nice volume. Even though I don't care about volume at all. All right, we're doing good, fam. We're just holding this trade. I've taken a good chunk of my position off. Rationale for that is that my primary target on this trade, while I do think we can make a level to level move, primary target for me was the high of the day. We got that. It's been a tricky day for my mentals. I want to go ahead and lock a good chunk of profit. However, I am still holding half of my position, a little bit under half of my position, trying to catch this level to level move, So that being said, I'm hoping we get a trail spot soon. That way I can have a place to raise my stop loss. I will keep you all posted if and when we get that to develop. But for now, I'm just continuing to hold this position. Really, I think that NQ has room up into 360s. I don't know if it gets there today, but with NQ having that room, I think that there is potential for a really nice move, and I want to have some on for it. So this is the level to level system working at its core. Let's see if we can get something good. And there's over 100%. There's something I'm burning. When your trade is working, let it work, baby. We're just letting it work. I don't know if this YM level is accurate. New highs on the day on the contracts. Well, I really want a trail spot here. We're pretty parabolic, and I don't love that. I'd prefer if we get someplace to trail under. Trying really hard not to look at my PNL. I don't know if I'm green or not on the day, and I don't want to do the math. But I'm trying real hard not to look because that would affect my decision making. It's almost like I got to practice what I preach, my friends. RTY is now putting in a really nice 5-minute bar. Potential higher low there. That leads me to believe this rally can continue along with the ES. I wish this bar would have tested under that bar's low, would have maybe given us a trail spot. That's okay. Okay, so let's see now. Now that we've broken through the previous 2-minute bars low, let's see if we can stop, turn, pivot, and then the next bar or any subsequent bars breaks above this bar's high. If we can do that, that will give us a point to potentially trail our position from, which is something that I am now looking for, as I don't want to give back too much of this profit from the highs. That being said, the 5-minute chart on the SPY right now, or the ES, is not my favorite. Breaking beneath previous bars low. But I'm going to give myself a second to watch and see how we react. I've already sold a lot of this trade for profit, partially because we went straight up with no trail spot, right? Like if we had gone up at a little bit of a slower pace and maybe gotten a pullback to high a day that then sets a higher low that I can trail my position under, I probably would have held more of it, aiming for that level to level move. But the problem for me was that I didn't have a trail spot that I loved, right? I didn't have a trail spot where I was like, okay, because right now these contracts on a 2-minute chart, my trail spot is still technically under the open. You know what I'm saying? Like based on here, there's no valid place to trail based on like a pivot, right? Where something breaks above the previous bar's low, breaks beneath the previous bar's low, then pivots. We didn't have that at all. So there's no place for me to trail. So as we were moving up, I was conscious of that and probably selling my position a little bit faster than I should have been. But I don't have a trail spot, right? So like I don't want this to come all the way back down to 4.0 and me not have sold any, right? So that's part of the game, that's part of the flip. That either decision is going to be something that works in my favor if we don't get the level move, or if it hurts me if we do get the level move. But I've accepted that the results of that decision, whatever way it comes. No harm, no foul. Oh my God, are we really trying Nick Erst? Are we really trying Nick Erst for futures? Oh, just funny. I mean, it's Nick Earth. What? Random, but also, yeah, I mean, I don't know. What? We'll talk more after. I'm on recording still. Okay, so this is more aggressive than I wanted, and here's a good point in case, right, about that lack of trail spot. So I am happy that I closed as much as my position as I did because I don't really have a place to trail it as of right now. It would be nice if we could pivot here, right? Because if we can pivot and break above previous bars high, that would give us a 2-minute potential higher low, right? With a 2-minute potential higher low in place, we could put our stop loss beneath it because if we broke beneath there, we'd say, okay, the 2-minute trend has flipped and we are now out of this position because the chart is telling us that structurally it's not the same. That 2-minute potential higher low does not set until we break above a previous bar's high, though. So we got to be patient on that. I wonder if NQ needs to pull back to the opening print. I don't know though. I kind of think if NQ goes back for the open after all this kerfuffle from earlier, that it'll probably fail the open. I'd like to see it try and hold earlier. Okay, see, there we go. We got the 2 minute potential higher low triggered. Now we're failing it in some sense. So I don't like that. I'm gonna get ready to stay ready to close out full here. I think NQ wants to come back and trade that opening print. And I'm not sure if I really want to stick around for it in this position. But we'll see. I'm gonna be patient. No need to rush out. A 2 minute little flip like that shouldn't rush me out of a trade, but it is a clue. Options contract looks like they were around 640 at that point in time. So probably my planned exit would be around 6.2 given decay if this fails. All right, see how the 2 minute potential higher low is now setting and maybe failing. That would be a sign to us to bail if that happens. I do like how ES is holding while NQ is pulling back though. So we'll see. I would really love a 2-minute ES higher low here. ES 2-minute higher low that then gets back above this little break. RTY is holding the level and holding it well. The YM is doing. YM initiating a little bit of that pullback from high a day. That's not shocking. So this is the 2-minute on ES up here. Still holding that potential higher low. The 5-minute chart is just kind of consolidating, but it did break above previous bars high. So in a dream world, I don't want it to like drop below here. That would not be what I'm looking for. Just watching. We'll see. NQ starting to look pretty good on a 2-minute frame at least. Yeah, that's a better 5-minute chart in the NQ now, getting that little bit of a shove down pullback. YM still looks like it needs to pull back a little bit more though. I like this ES quick spike lower. Let's get that bought back up. Game plan's still the same in here though. Stop loss is now probably about 6.0 on the contracts. On the remaining contracts, that is. I like that spike lower if we can reverse it. YM starting in to put in a 2-minute buy. All right, so there's that break. Let's see how we react here. Maybe just get out of the way and call it a day. Yeah, the 15 works. Okay, well, that's probably it for the day from the market. So hope you enjoyed and adios. Mwah.